There we go.
Right, it is
I
recording.
heard that.
There we go.
I heard that definitely.
Success.
It's got his mind.
Can you hear that voice?
Yeah, it's definitely going to keep my ears peeled.
Staying away from the.
Yeah, do not touch the computer.
Right, that's step one. So,
Yeah.
microphone check.
2 seconds, I'll do that, yeah. Oh, put his sons in, then we'll do a mic test and then we'll get going.
And just a sound test because it was quite low the one last week. We were struggling to actually.
Yeah, the reason why is I put a mic on there that weren't supposed to be on there.
And he just put everything
It was
down.
a drum.
Yeah.
It was a overhead drum mic instead of a normal vocal mic.
Yeah.
Let me just find Elvis Presley, a little less conversation.
Have you had some kind of bongo workshop going on?
Yeah,
there are
so
bongos everywhere.
they came from another studio.
There's 3 bongos, Gus.
Yeah. I feel like there's just a lot of variety in this room.
It's,
Goes on.
I've got to say, it does look a lot like my garage. I've got the same photo.
There's everything but a drum kit in here.
Yeah.
Did you get that sound dampening stuff, Greg?
No, I am definitely going to invest in some.
Okay, the Game of Death, Gus, is it Game of Death 2 or just the main one?
It's the main one, kind of the intro to
The main
movie,
theme, yeah.
I think it's John Barry that did that.
Yeah. Main title, Set the Fires of Chuck. It's not that one. So it's the other one, Game of Death, main theme.
Yeah, it's also otherwise known as the Bruce Lee theme, I think.
If I play it. That one?
Yeah, although I don't remember like a little extra thing added onto it. I mean, it's the same song. Might be a different version of it.
Yeah.
But I could just be misremembering it, and there is the extra element.
Oh yeah, it looks like he's a.
Yeah, that sounds right to me.
Yeah, that's a John Barry one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Right. And then a few more to come in. What do I want on that one? And then we'll get going.
Yeah, apart from various bongos, Gus, there's 3 guitars. 3 guitars, I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that an acoustic?
There's acoustic, electronic, and a bass.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's a bass, that one.
Yeah.
Strat bass.
And the last song.
I think that's the Raid theme.
The Raid, yeah, it's the Raid.
I know there's 2 different kind of arrangements for that movie. There's like an Indonesian one and the international one. So it's the international one, I think.
Okay, so the Raid theme.
No, he's by the Raid theme.
That's Mike Shinoda, the
yeah.
Linkin Park guy.
Oh yeah, Mike Shinoda.
I think that's how you pronounce his name.
So, yay.
And just to double check, Vangelis. That's me pronouncing it right.
That is
Yeah.
Vangelis,
Okay,
yes.
yeah. So I think he's Greek, isn't he? So I should be able to
Yeah,
get it right.
Yeah, I wonder what it's called. Yeah, I'm trying to find it as well on YouTube.
Yeah, because it's not coming up on Spotify.
Uh,
Do you ever play bass?
I've got it. I think I've got it. Found the album.
yeah, it's just drunk.
That sounds right.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's the one.
Right, it's called Drug Lab.
Oh,
Yeah,
Drug
Drug
Lab.
Lab. Okay.
Right, okay, that's fine.
You're right, though. It's,
That is appropriate for
yeah,
the
yeah, very much.
movie.
You're right, though. The film soundtrack ones is trying to find out what things are called. So not always. They've usually got main theme in brackets somewhere, haven't they?
There we go.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool. Right then. So we've got. We go into there. Then put that at the end. Right. So we've got Bright Eyes, Blade Runner. Then we got Eye of the Tiger and GoldenEye. Bit of Elvis with the John Barry song. Club to Death and then Drug Lab, and then that is the ending. All in all, 35 minutes and 58 seconds.
Okay.
Let's just do a mic test. So slide up number. What do you think is that's it?
Yep. All right. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Is this good?
Yep. So I can alternate that. So that's all good.
All right.
Okay, so let's begin.
All right.
I'll count you in, Gus, and then we will get the show on the road.
All right.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. I can't.
Hello, I'm Gus. I'm back for another radio set of movie songs, and the first song in the set is a request from a friend called Tim, and the song is Bright Eyes by Art Garfunkel, featured in Watership Down.
Cool.
So,
Well, like sometimes I race through them just so it doesn't exit my brain.
Yeah.
The best way to do
yeah, it's a good way
it. Need to slow down a bit.
You'll be setting off trauma in lots of people by playing.
Yeah, myself included.
Yeah, me too.
Were you also traumatized by this movie, John?
It's okay.
Not the movie, it's just the song.
Yeah. I definitely. I think me and Gus were the same. We were both traumatized. I definitely did remember crying in the cinema. Yeah.
What's he got on there? Oh, there's a message popped up on the thing.
Yeah, it's just that AI companion tab that comes on every.
Yeah, everything now has it.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, like WhatsApp used to be really good for screen readers, but then they updated it and shoved AI in it.
Oh,
Now
yeah.
it's terrible.
Yeah.
Especially like the paperclip used to be on Windows.
Yes.
When that first came out, we used to
Clippy.
but yeah, Clippy used to
Yeah, yeah.
help everything now. Now it's
I
just
think AI's taken over the world now.
Yeah.
oh,
I hope it doesn't replace radio DJs, but I wouldn't be surprised.
well,
Yes.
you can quite spooky stuff. But I think I remember watching down it before the actual main film starts. It's quite a lot of sort of spooky sort of stuff about like the rabbit dogs and all the animals. You watch the start of it, it's like, wow, this is not
Yeah,
really,
yeah.
it's not really a kids' film to start.
No.
But yeah, I was traumatized. And then I got it on DVD for my daughter.
Oh,
And she watched it when she was about 8.
oh,
I remember we were driving to Centre Parks and she had it on in the back of a car on DVD.
oh,
But halfway
blimey.
through, just hear this babe sobbing in the back. It's like, hang on, Lucy.
Yeah, just watching a sad film.
Yeah.
Like everybody's just passing on their trauma to the next generation.
Yeah, I'm fine, really.
It's yeah, it's quite sad.
I think it's halfway in the middle they've done this one. I think it was the ending.
Yeah, it's in a really
Yeah.
upsetting. Yeah, I think it might be one of the
But-
first rabbit deaths.
When they wrote it, I think it was like it was a song that he'd done personally on him
Yeah,
because he played it for a friend, didn't he?
all right.
Some guy that he knew years ago. I think it was like maybe
Like
someone
a
played it,
eulogy song or something.
yeah.
That's the thing with Simon and Garfunkel, which I never realised at the time, was that Art Garfunkel wrote none of the songs
Yeah,
and none of the music.
no,
So you have nothing, no input into Simon and
Yeah.
Garfunkel at all. And it was all Paul Simon. I don't know whether we ever played Mr. Paul Simon. I've got some.
I'm trying to learn Sound of Silence, but I'm terrible with the F chord.
Oh.
There's no hiding that song either.
No.
It's certainly quite quiet to start
Yeah.
with. It's only
Slow start to the
Yeah.
Blade Runner soundtrack.
such a great sound.
Yeah, it's a bit sad because this is one of my favorite movies, but it's very like visual,
Yeah. Sequel's good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the sequel,
Yeah.
I've got to say. I think I enjoyed it the second time because I wasn't just waiting for Harrison Ford to turn up. Which when I watched it the first time, I was just thinking, I'm sure he's in it somewhere.
there's somewhere in there. A few minutes later, he pops up and goes, "Oh, there he is."
But no, it's good.
Kind of found that Ryan Gosling's character he was very similar to the way he was in Drive. I don't know if you remember.
Yes, yeah.
There's even similar plot beats in Drive to the Blade Runner sequel. To not go into spoilers.
Yeah, he does give the impression he might be like a replicant in most of his films. That's a lot.
Yeah,
His acting style.
Only God Forgives was another one where he's basically playing a malfunctioning robot. I think it's another Nicholas Winding Refn movie.
Yeah. No, he's definitely got that style about it.
Never seen the Barbie movie. I don't think I ever will, but I've heard he's quite
Well,
good.
I swore I wouldn't watch it, and then I did watch it. So I took my wife and daughter and dropped them off at the cinema, and everyone was just wearing pink.
Oh, yeah.
And shrieking, and it's like, right.
This is
But
not my scene.
it's actually quite funny. I've got to say, it's definitely a satire on. Well, but he's the best thing in it by violence. It's Ken. It's just.
I think I heard a rumor they're making a second one, but I couldn't.
I think it did very well, so it wouldn't surprise
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, broke all box office.
Yeah,
records,
Yeah, because
don't
they had the Barbenheimer thing, but I think
Oh, yeah.
people watch Barbie than Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Oppenheimer
Yeah.
won most of the awards and things.
They were saying when they were screwing them side by side, and they were saying you could hear the bomb go off in Barbie. So if you're watching Barbie, there's a point where you can hear the bomb go off in Oppenheimer next door. So yeah, he's brilliant. He's really good as Ted. The funny bit for me is when they say what's his job, and he says his job is beach because he's just beach Ken.
Oh, he's got one on his laptop.
Let's okay, it's still come. just the AI.
That's good. We're still connected then.
Yes.
Yeah. You did make sure it's all, well, I think you have to be connected to the internet to record, don't you?
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, hopefully my phone holds up with the connection.
The battery life on these newer iPhones are just so much better
Mm.
than ever.
Yeah.
I still keep going to charge mine every 2 minutes, and it's like 96. It's still
One of the benefits of being blind is I always have the screen curtain on. So
right. Yeah. Yeah. So you're right. Yeah.
yeah, it doesn't really waste much battery. I get blank all the time.
All right. So we're going to leave this playing in the background. We're going to do what they call voiceover.
Okay.
So while the track is playing, there's no people singing. It's just like an instrumental thing.
Yeah.
You can do like your trivia bit.
Okay.
So we'll give that a go.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you're ready, us, you
All
go.
right. And this was the Blade Runner theme by Vangelis. And I've got a bit of trivia for Blade Runner. It has several versions. There's a lot of studio squabbling. I know director Ridley Scott wasn't a fan of the narration. He was kind of made to put it in. But they eventually took it out, and the final cut of the movie seemed to be all in order, but Ridley Scott put a unicorn into the movie. And not everyone was a fan of the unicorn because, without going into spoilers, it kind of recontextualized the whole thing. But uh, in the sequel to Blade Runner 2049, I feel like this whole situation was kind of summed up perfectly by well, when the previous protagonist spoke to the new protagonist, he's accompanied by a dog, and the new protagonist asks, is the dog real? And the old protagonist says, does it matter? And yeah. Up next is Eye of the Tiger by Eye of the Tiger by Survivor, featured in Rocky 3.
Well done.
Yeah. I think I've seen all the Blade Runner versions by now. There are.
So we'll just let this fade out and then we'll play the next track.
Yeah. Thing is, I know the trivia, but I don't always know how to phrase it properly.
The only bit I know about the end of the film is so that I think in the original cinema release, he basically gets to run away with Sean Young's replicant character. They sort of drive off in a car. There's just there's some of them driving like along a road, like nice roaming.
Yeah.
And that footage is actually footage from The Shining.
Okay.
The Stanley Kubrick film. They just needed some nice footage of driving on the right. So it's the opening shot of The Shining where they drive up to the Overlook Hotel. It's that route, so it's just some stock footage they filmed for The Shining.
How did Stanley Kubrick feel?
Well, I'm going to say probably good friends with Ridley Scott.
Yeah.
Probably said, "Oh, I've got some good. You can use this," but yeah, I prefer the ending with the.
Yeah, I don't mind the unicorn stuff. I feel like, it doesn't really matter. Again, I don't really want to go into spoilers.
No, but I think it does sort of.
I think there was a rumor that it was taken from another one of his movies, but that was like disproved. It was just unused footage from the movie.
Yeah.
But another thing I've heard is the narration. Apparently, Harrison Ford kind of phoned in his performance.
Right.
He thought they wouldn't use it, but they did.
Oh. Yeah, to give it sort of
I hate it. I think it's terrible.
yeah, it makes it a bit more like
I mean,
it's showing my Sam Spade sort of Humphrey Bogart like 40s detective things where you narrate over the top.
Yeah, it's just
a bit like in Police Squad, basically.
Yeah. It just kind of kills the atmosphere.
Yeah, it doesn't need it, but
I think the worst bit is the after the tears in the rain, bit with Rocket Hour. He just like explains everything.
Yeah, yeah.
So don't really need that.
No.
You know, give the audience some credit.
I never read the short story or the
Yeah, do a Android Stream of Electric Sheep.
Yeah.
I don't think I've read that either.
I've read enough sort of Philip K. Dick to know that when they say, you know, this film was based on this short story, and then there's usually an idea in there, but it's not
Yeah,
like
I mean, if you compare like the original Total Recall with the remake, you know, they're very different. You know, I assume they just took from the same source, but just went in wildly different directions. Yeah, the original Total Recall is a much better movie.
Yeah, I silly as it is, it's still
Yeah, I mean, they took out all the cool stuff in the remake, like going to Mars, the mutants, the gore, you know.
Yeah, balls are home, but it's
Yeah,
I still watch Starship. I've seen Starship Troopers so many times. And it's just a great bad film.
Yeah, and you got Neil Patrick Harris basically dressed as a Nazi.
It is a very Nazi.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the sequel.
There's none of the sequels are very good.
I
Much like all of actually I don't mind RoboCop 2. I don't think that's too bad. The one with the nuke drug.
You're talking about the next one.
Yeah, I think it's after GoldenEye.
Yeah, it's after GoldenEye. Yeah.
I'm not sure I remember much about RoboCop 2. I think I probably have.
There's a
I know more about the first ever one. Like the 2 is when he goes into this like black super RoboCop. Yeah.
there's a actual RoboCop 2 called RoboCop 2 in the movie, and they put the brain of a criminal inside of it.
Yes.
And it's addicted to drugs. So you have a robot that's addicted to drugs trying to
it's basically 2 robots.
Yes.
Yeah. And there's also a kid who's a criminal in it. And
oh yeah.
I've got a feeling that maybe I'll start watching it game before.
But the third one is pretty terrible.
Yeah.
It's not worth watching.
I think 1 and 2. It's the first ever one, and then 1 and 2 are good. Especially the first one when he turns like he gets the green goo and like he goes all like jelly mold.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean this guy?
Yeah.
Gets splattered.
Gets squished.
Yeah, with acid and stuff. Yeah.
And then remember watching it, sometimes thinking, this is very silent. They actually cut when it's on TV. There's some bits cut.
Yeah,
the bit where they basically take Murphy and parts. You know, they don't show that.
No.
It's quite.
I've heard it was even more violent to begin with, and they have to cut it down.
That's way down. Yeah.
That's a pattern with
That's Paul Hogan, isn't it? It's like,
yeah.
Evidence, but
I think he does
the film. I
think he does it on purpose because just so they let him get away with more. They're just like like, well, it's not as violent as it was, so you know.
Yeah, the director's cuts of his film. Yeah, it's been just unprintable. Did he still make this?
Yeah, apparently he's going to make another English-speaking movie because most of his movies are like, I think he's Dutch, isn't he?
Yeah, he does a lot of foreign language.
Yeah.
I don't know the last one. I see. I never saw show.
Okay, then Gus, you ready?
Yeah, I am.
Go on then.
And that was GoldenEye by Tina Turner. And I've got a bit of trivia, not just about GoldenEye, but just Bond in general. The next Bond after Roger Moore, there was a lot of kind of shuffling around, like who's going to be the next one. And James Brolin was considered. Liam Neeson was considered, but his fiance said if he took the role, she would leave him. And Pierce Brosnan was considered, but he was busy filming a show. I forget the name of it. But this eventually led to Timothy Dalton taking on the role. And yeah, once Timothy Dalton was done, and then Pierce Brosnan was the next one. And yeah, GoldenEye became a thing. And I'm glad because that was my favorite Bond. And, I also Pierce Brosnan was my favorite Bond actor. So yeah, and the next song in the list is "A Little Less Conversation" by Elvis, yeah, featured in Ocean's 11. Who was your favorite Bond?
So mine, I've got so Daniel Craig, maybe could be there.
Probably, I think I've heard he's more like the one from the books. You know, I haven't
Yeah.
really read the books because he's not as quippy in the books.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's really difficult.
I
Isn't
know because
it? Some people like
you've got
John Connery.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you've got the guy that done
What was
the
it?
Magic Secret
Yeah,
Service.
George,
Lord
right?
Lady.
Yeah,
Yeah,
legendary, yeah. And seemingly,
That's a great film. It's a really good film, but it's not very.
Caroline Fleck, who's the first Moneypenny, I've met her, and she said that Legendary was better than the others.
I think they've all got a really good. I mean, I really like Live and Let Die. And Family the Golden Gun.
Yeah.
But
So you like Roger Moore then?
I like those Octopus, but then Octopussy and I don't know, maybe Fire Love Me gets silly, but same thing for Brosnan. I think Golden's brilliant. The last couple he did.
I think they're guilty pleasures for me.
It's good he took kill when they blew up the cave because it took about 5 attempts to do that.
But Sean Connery, I mean, some of the even Goldfinger, I don't think we've got a Goldfinger, but it's Timothy Dalton.
I don't really mind Timothy Dalton.
Second one was watchable.
I think License to Kill did terribly, so that's one of the reasons they were like, okay, we need to get Brosnan.
You up their game with it.
Yeah, I didn't mind License to Kill.
No,
I think it's the only Bond that got like a 15 rating, and that probably didn't help the box office. I think the higher the age rating, the less likely it is to succeed.
Yeah. Daniel Craig, yeah, I mean, Casino Royale is great.
but you could say this song is Bond because of the.
Yeah, I mean, this is John Barry. I think he's done.
So there you go.
He's definitely.
It does sound like a Bond film,
Yeah.
but it's not.
I just would like to know. I'm just hoping that they don't ruin Bond by having it made by
Amazon, isn't
Amazon.
it?
Yeah.
They're just going to crank out all these different series and things, and yeah, I'm quite cynical. I don't really see Bond working in this day and age.
I still think, I know we said this before, we thought best thing they can do with Bond is for the next Bond and set it in the 60s.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go back and do like a
It's
not like Austin Powers,
Yeah.
but basically just straight because if you set it in the 60s, you can do anything.
It's like when they
Yeah.
did the one in Scotland.
Um,
so that was,
Skyfall.
yeah, Skyfall.
As soon as they bought when we went cinema, they bought out the Aston Martin DB, the older one. The whole cinema just cheered and said, "Yes, they come back." They brought back the old cars.
but it would look good if you just did it, recreated the 60s. Then he can be a womanizing, drinking, you know, he can do all that, and it's fine.
And it's like they brought Quincy Jones to play to do the song track for No Time to Die.
Yeah.
When she goes in the tunnel.
So it would. I think that would work.
Yeah.
you just don't make a woke Bond.
No,
It's really, then it's just
but
not Bond.
there's
Yeah.
rumors saying that they're thinking of getting a new Bond, but they don't know who it is.
No,
Yeah, I've heard
Yeah, I've heard a few.
Aaron Taylor Johnson,
Yeah.
but I don't think he
Yeah.
would work, to be honest. He's a bit too like serious.
the one yesterday they were saying was
Certainly could be a woman Bond.
yeah, I mean they'd had a woman 007 in the last Bond film.
Yeah,
So,
No Time to Die.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking that was there.
Yeah.
Right, we've done that now. We can move on.
Okay, then Gus.
And that was the Bruce Lee / Game of Death theme by John Barry. I've got a bit of trivia about Game of Death, and uh, this film took a while to make because obviously Bruce Lee died during its filming. They filmed about 40 minutes of it, but only 11 minutes was used. But they put good use to it. It's one of his more iconic movies. The yellow jumpsuit with the stripes, everybody knows him for. And there is also a sequence in the movie where he fakes his own death by being shot on set, which unfortunately was how his son Brendan Lee died during the filming of The Crow. So, but again, it's also a very iconic role for him. And yeah, they'll be remembered, and both good movies. And up next is Clubbed to Death by his name.
Robert D.
Oh, Rob Duggan. And yeah. Almost had a successful run one of these days.
No worries.
So are you able to redo a link and then just
Well,
Yeah.
put it in?
one of the
So we
things
can do one after this and just
we could do, but I
You already got it, yeah. So, for instance, if you did forget it and I had to come in and step in,
Yeah.
I'll take mine out, but leave it.
I don't mind leaving it in.
part of the process.
I will
Yeah.
say that when we did a second take last time, I found it difficult to maintain the enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a tricky thing.
Yeah, once you do it once, you could you lose the spark.
Yeah.
The Crow's a great film.
Yeah.
That really good.
Well, I feel like his his look in The Crow is like a lot of people I don't know whether they ripped it off or The Crow ripped them off. Like, you remember Sting from wrestling?
Yeah,
that kind of look. And you got Gene Simmons, the Demon.
Yeah, it's very definitely. They're very kids.
I know. I know Kiss kind of predated The Crow.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about Sting.
It's like I heard rumours that they're bringing back a new Scream movie as well.
Scream.
Scream 7.
Oh, yeah, they've been doing those for
Yeah.
a while.
Doing another.
But Courtney Cox is not getting the.
He's not returning. Is
No.
You must be getting on the million.
Oh, she is. She's been earning millions, but now she's not getting any because the person that was in 6 is now coming back into 7, and she's getting more. So
Jenna Ortega.
Yeah.
I know. Everybody loves her. I haven't seen Wednesday, but I think her popularity just kind of skyrocketed after that.
Yeah, she's in that in the Death of a Unicorn.
Yeah.
Film,
Yes.
Yeah, which is that's the only thing else. I know she's in the Addams Family. Family. She's in the Addams Family. She's in the Beetlejuice.
Yes. She's all over. I think
She's in everything as well. Yeah, definitely mine in there.
It was like Stranger Things as well. That's really hot with Preston moment.
Yeah.
There's going to be spin-offs.
Of course. They're going to be games stuff as well coming out of Stranger Things.
Yeah, they've made some indie games, but it would surprise me if they made some more bigger budget games. Yeah, Greg was telling me that half the members of Stranger Things have formed their own bands.
They've all got a band.
Yeah.
Like Joe Joe's been #1 wrong around the world.
Yeah.
Song he wrote 4 years ago, but just because Strange Things came out, came back. But yeah. Yeah, if you can make money off a sequel. I was telling us I watched I Know What You Did Last Summer.
That's
Reboot that just came out. It's barely worth watching,
Yeah.
but it does pull a few people.
Oh, yeah,
from
yeah,
the
yeah.
original. And it's like, yeah. It's yeah, I'd rather see something with an original idea, but
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what my favorite like reboot slash remake is. I mean, I've never seen the original The Thing, but I've heard that that's like a completely different movie that's not very faithful to the source
Thing from
material.
another planet. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. But yeah, I loved the John Carpenter movie.
it's okay, but it's pretty much a bloke in a suit. So that's of that time. That's
what
that
you
was
do.
special effects.
Yeah. The clown one was, yeah.
Yeah, I'm in a rubber suit, set him on fire. That's about as good as it gets. But yeah, the best reboot's the one where you don't even realise it's a reboot,
Yeah.
and then you find it's been a. I mean, it seems like the raid. I'm glad they haven't.
Yeah, I remember they were interviewing the director, and they said, "Oh, when's the third one coming out?" So I don't plan on making a third one.
No.
Not everything needs to be a
No.
trilogy. You know, fair enough.
But a lot of this sort of Asian cinema stuff gets reboot. I mean, like the Departed, which is a brilliant film, but that's a remake of a.
Yeah, I've never seen the Old Boy remake with Josh Brolin. I don't know if that's any good or not, but
I haven't. I only watched Old Boy last year.
yeah,
Everyone said you need to watch Old Boy.
it's a good movie, but it's a messed up movie.
It is very, very messed up.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but yeah, there's a few films that they say they're going to remake. There's a good film called Battle Royale.
Oh yeah, I've
Which
seen
you've seen?
that. It's like a
I read the book
Yeah.
years ago,
it's got Beat Takeshi in it,
but
the original.
I mean, the Hunger Games basically Battle Royale.
Yeah, I remember the author
Oh,
like,
the Hockey game, yeah.
she was like, I've never read it. I didn't rip it off. I swear. And I believe her, to be honest, just
Yeah.
because it is kind of like it's a cool concept that a lot of people have done, like.
Okay. So we're coming up to the ending.
Okay.
So here we go for the final time. Off you go.
And that was Drug Lab by Mike Shinoda, featured in The Raid. And this was my latest selection of movie music. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next week. Oh, no more things to read.
Yeah. Well done. Happy to go smoothly. Actually, that went really well.
Yeah.
Having filmed it.
Might do that bit again because there's for some reason the recording stopped. So
Okay.
ready?
Yeah. And that was and that was Drug Lab by Mike Shinoda. And this was my latest selection of movie music. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next week.
Cool.
See, we cursed it by saying it back.
Yeah.
Almost instantaneous.
Yeah, even that little bit, like, it's like I said, hard to kind of
Yes.
retain the enthusiasm, but I think all this stuff gives me a greater appreciation for like actors and things, like having to do retakes.
Yeah, because I'll play it back to you and see where you think it can.
That was Drug Lab by Mike Shinoda, featured in The Raid, and this was my.
So yeah, it did cut off there.
Okay.
So what I'll do is I'll take that bit out there.
Yeah, if you Frankenstein them together, you get a good get a good take. But yeah, I heard they lost like that was Drug Lab by Mike Shinoda. This was my latest selection of movie music. I hope you enjoyed it. See you next week.
There we go.
All right.
Cool.
To end the recording.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take my time with this so I don't make any mistakes.
Yeah.